Hey there and welcome to Tour Confidential. I'm Ryan Asselta, happy to be joined this week by Golf.com's Sean Zak. And Sean, the PGA Tour season came to a thrilling finish this past weekend as Xander Schauffele wins the Tour Championship, but it's Justin Thomas who takes home the big prize. Of course, that is the FedEx Cup title and the $10 million bonus that goes with it. And Sean, let's talk about Thomas quickly here. A breakout season for this kid, 24 years old, 5 wins, a major, and a FedEx Cup title. The sky's the limit for Justin Thomas right now, right?
Oh yeah, everyone always forever has compared him to Jordan Spieth, his good buddy, and Jordan Spieth is kind of still in a class of his own, but I think JT is just one rung below him. He's a couple majors below Spieth, but he's got everything that Jordan has. When it comes to the long game, he's even got a better long game than Spieth. So when it comes to the firepower and the wins and doing it all over the globe, he does it in Asia, in America, in the majors. Like, the guy has done it all. He's only 24. It's incredible. Like, we've added a guy to the Spieth class in this Spieth era. So that's great. To have more than one, that's incredible.
Yeah, these two have shown that the future is certainly bright. 8 combined wins, 2 majors this season, the two of them. 1 and 2 on the money list, 1 and 3 on scoring average. JT, Jordan Spieth, I know they've known each other since they were 16. We're going to see a whole lot more of them together in the years to come. Let's talk about the future. Amazingly enough, the new season for the PGA Tour is just a week away. It gets going a week from now, the 2017-18 PGA Tour season. Clearly, Justin Thomas was the breakout player from this year. He'll win the Player of the Year award. How about looking ahead? Who's your breakout player for next season?
Well, I kind of scanned the world rankings, looking for a guy that maybe hasn't won on tour yet, but is a guy we would expect to maybe win soon. We wouldn't be surprised if he won soon. I look at a guy like Thomas Pieters. He's won on the European Tour 3 different times. He's got the game to beat some of the best professionals in the world. He's got the long game. He's contended in majors before because he contended this year at the Masters. People forget that he was running up the leaderboard on Sunday. He was up on the leaderboard early on Thursday too. So he's got the kind of game that when it clicks, it's a little up and down. It was a little bit, he kind of faded towards the end of this year. But when it clicks with that guy, he's got major potential.
And he kind of served notice last year at the Ryder Cup where we got his name became a household name. Yeah. I'm going with a guy who was very close to completely busting out this year. I'd say he pushed the limit a little bit, and that's Jon Rahm, who got his first career win at the Farmers. He then wins in Europe. He wins the Irish Open. So 2 wins. So he busted out a little bit. I expect much bigger things from Jon Rahm next year, and it all begins with the majors for Jon Rahm. He didn't perform all that well, missed 1 cut. His best finish was at the Masters, though he was hanging around the top of that leaderboard for a couple days at Augusta this year. But the 2 wins, the 2 seconds, the 2 thirds, 11 top 10s for Rahm. His game is built to win major championships and do this for a long, long time. I mean, look at the statistics here. 3rd in strokes gained total, 2nd in strokes gained off the tee, and he's 8th in scoring average. This is a guy who has the game, the length, and the moxie, Sean. We've seen it with him. He's a very confident guy. I think we're going to hear a lot from Rahm next year. What do you think? Do you see him kind of busting through a little more than he did?
Yeah, well, his game just travels so well. He can win at any single course in the world. A lot of guys, they can win at Augusta, but they might not be able to win at a U.S. Open course. He can win at any course. His game is suited to every type of hole, every type of shot. He knows how to win, too. He's done it before. I think with Rahm, it's hard to say that he'll be a bigger star than he already, I mean, he's number 5 in the world right now. For a breakout for him, I think that has to require maybe 3 wins next year, and obviously that major, getting that first major step, contending and putting some sweat in some guys' back when he's chasing them on Sunday at the Masters or any major really.
And oh, by the way, he's 22 years old.
Yeah. He's even younger than these guys.
It's crazy to think. The future is very bright. The future is coming up quick. We got the President's Cup first, and then of course opening week of the PGA Tour season. Just a week away, 2017-18 PGA Tour season. Sean, thanks for being with us, and thanks for joining us on this edition of Tour Confidential. We'll see you right here next week on Golf.com.